In a previous video, I created a masked copy of my background in order to be able to apply an auto tone to this copy without destroying my background. At this point, it did a very good job, but I still find the sky a little bit dull and I would like to pop up that color. Since we already have a mask of the building, we can actually select this mask and use it to create a mask of the sky. To select anything on an isolated layer, I can hold my command key and click on that mask, which will load a selection of everything that is not masked. So right now I have a selection of the building. What I want though is a selection of the sky, because that's where I want to apply my adjustments. So I will select and inverse this selection. So now I have a selection of the sky. And the next step is actually a lot easier than making a copy and editing a mask. When you actually add an adjustment layer, they automatically come with their own mask. This is an option that you can turn off in order to lighten your file, but I like to keep it and then delete those masks if I don't need them. So at this point, I want to apply a color balance adjustment into my sky. And again, when I create my color balance layer, you see it created it with a mask automatically, and it masked everything that was not selected. Since I inversed my selection, I have the inverse mask than the previous mask. And now I have these properties of my color balance that appeared, so I can play with those little handle and bring the color of my sky to a color I find a little bit more interesting for that particular image. And here you have it. Here's the before and after on the sky. I still find that the clouds are a little bit pale, so what I'm going to do is apply a brightness and contrast layer on it. I could actually reload that selection of the sky and then apply my brightness and contrast only to the sky. So I want to lower my brightness a little bit and bring my contrast up so those clouds pop a little bit more. And here you have it, before and after. But at this point, it's up to you what you enjoy. And if you don't like this particular adjustment, you can bring it back down a little bit and the brightness back up until you feel good with that adjustment. Here you go. And if you decide you don't like it at all, you can always go take that brightness and contrast layer and throw it out and keep what you had. That's the advantage of having everything on a layer. You can actually change your mind and go back, and you can change your mind in an hour. You can change your mind in 3 days, as opposed to if you did it directly in the adjustment menu, then you couldn't change your mind past the number of action recorded in your history. And you have to not be fooled. The history has a limit. It does not record every move that you'll make. So here you have it. The brightness, the color balance, and the building have been adjusted, and I feel pretty good about that image. All I have to do now is save it.